Well, here's a pretty cool casualty of the storms we've had in the UK recently. I wasn't even planning on, well, I didn't even know this existed. I was literally just riding past, saw it, and couldn't help but ride over it. Pretty pleased with what I got. No hops, excellent. Time for another adventure. Recently built this prototype Onza, the Straptor, and yeah, I want to see how it rides out in the wilderness of Glasgow. I've come to a place that I often come to when I'm testing new bikes, some rocks in the south side of Glasgow. It's quite nice here to just ease into riding a little bit because I don't know how this bike's gonna quite react to bunny hops and other moves, so this place is quite good to get used to that kind of stuff. Currently, absolutely zero things have been changed on this bike since I built it, and I think that's enough chat. Let's get on with it. Annoyingly, I just went and tried to turn around behind the camera there and jackknifed the bike, put my hand down the floor, and I think I just partially dislocated my finger. It's certainly pretty painful. I thought I'd got away with it and I was going to carry on riding, but I've just had to have a rest because the kids are playing, and that rest has given it enough time to kind of swell up and get pretty sore. So that's enough riding for me today, but the video isn't finished. I've only just started, so I'll be back pretty soon. I'm back. It's been about a week. My finger's still slightly stiff, but good enough to go. Today is the only dry day I've got for at least a week. The weather's going to be atrocious after today, so let's see if I can be efficient and get some good clips. Well, it's actually pretty warm today, so I think it's business time. I'm back at the noisiest place in Glasgow, and I know I come here a lot. I don't particularly like repeating locations as often as I do, but the issue with this bike is that both the brakes are so loud that to ride anywhere, I kind of feel like I have to go really, really slowly or walk, because slowing down on this bike, everyone within like a mile will hear it. And Glasgow's quite a hilly city, so it would just basically take me a long time to get places, whereas here I can literally park just over there. I'm also wanting to get this video kind of done with. This is a really cool bike, but honestly at the minute I'm wanting to go out and ride my new Street Trials bike, my new sponsor's bike, and get some clips. So this might end up being a slightly shorter video, but I'm sure you guys won't mind, because I'm sure you guys want to see the new sponsor and see me riding that bike. So that will be coming pretty soon. I did actually come and film here the other day, but I forgot my mic and it is so loud here, but I got a couple of cool clips, so I'm going to use them anyway, in case you notice any that sound a little bit different. Man, if I got that first try, I would have been shocked. tell you what, I'm amazed I haven't got a puncture here. There's so much broken glass, and even landing that gap there, it's such lightweight tires that I'm using. I thought I was going to get a pinch or have the tires slashed, but do I want to say it? So far I've gotten away with it. Totally just jinxed myself. Doing stoppies with what feels like a tarred rim, it's not the nicest. But there's something I've not got up for a while. Seems doable. I was asking a lot of that. I'm gonna have to watch that back when I get home to know whether I actually like that or not. In my head, there were more hops than I wanted, but the end result was what I wanted. Maybe the extra hops didn't look too bad, but you know me, I'm a perfectionist, but despite that, I'm gonna leave that because hopping up that is a lot of work, especially when I've not done bunny hops for so long. My bunny hop muscle in my arm here is gonna feel that tomorrow. Man. But I tell you what, these long chainstays, they certainly have their disadvantages if you want to be accurate on the back wheel. But for putting power down on bunny hops and stuff, I actually think longer chainstays might have a slight advantage. It's a little bit different timing wise, but if you can get that timing, you can send it up some big stuff. I've not been up that electrical box for the longest time, and even though it took me a few tries, this bike absolutely flew up it. Yeah, I'm really quite surprised. The classic Glasgow grey walls by the Clyde. Let's see what I can do here. I was at that for a while. I really wanted to stick that gap to front real solidly and swap to back. Didn't quite get it, but that took so long. I'm gonna keep that. Oh. said I wasn't gonna go and explore the city centre because it's hilly and my brakes are really loud, but I'm glad I did because I've just found a brand new feature. Never seen this before, and of course I'm gonna ride it. Doesn't look like the hardest thing in the world to gap down it, but I'm wondering if I can gap down it and then gap back up it. That'll take a lot of energy. Oh, that was effort. All right, guys, I'm gonna call it there. That was actually a really fun ride. I felt really strong today. I've ridden for quite a few hours and I haven't had any pain. I have been going to the gym and doing some rehab stuff, so maybe it's starting to pay off. I've still got some way to go, but this is a great first sign. Now, as for the bike, I've actually been completely blown away by it. When I got the frame and felt how heavy it was, and then when I built it and saw how long the chainstays were, I honestly thought this was going to be one of the worst riding bikes I'd ever ridden in my life. However, it's been one of the most fun bikes I've ever ridden. Now, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't ever want to ride a comp on this bike because the back wheel accuracy isn't so great, but those long chainstays and the slightly low bottom bracket makes for such a stable bike. And it may be a slight bit more effort to pull onto the back wheel, but if you get past that, it's got so much power. It's actually capable of hopping pretty damn high. And I do think that extra power you can get and the stability it has, it makes for some pretty smooth riding. What wasn't smooth was how loud these brakes are. Honestly, having dual rim brakes is really nice for a bit of bite, but man, there is no modulation. And it just makes it so much harder just to ride about, get from A to B. To get back to my van is all downhill and I'm pretty much just gonna have to walk it. Whereas on my normal street trials bike with dual discs, you can just blast about the place and not have to worry about any noise. But yeah, the Straptor has been really good fun. I would actually love to ride this some more, but I do have a secret bike coming soon, and the longer I ride this means the longer until I can release the news, basically. So I'm gonna call it a day for this for now. Maybe I'll come back to it in the future, but for now, I just wanna go and start getting clips on my new bike. But yeah, I hope you really enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comments and I will see you next time. So have a good one. See you later.